manifestors, you are the operant power. What does that mean? This is one of those key phrases used a lot in this community, but more often than not, when we hear or read people use this key phrase, they don't really mean it. They're saying, I am the operant power, but their following question or following statement show that they don't truly believe that or don't truly understand what it means. So this is what we are going to discuss today. And since you liked it so much last week, I'm going to use some visuals again so you can understand my point better. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Sylviane. I help you understand the law and, of course, use this law, this spiritual law, to manifest anything you may want to manifest in your life. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So you are the operant power. First of all, doesn't mean that you manifest only good stuff, only things that you want. It just means that you manifest anything that you are experiencing from within in imagination and that you agree with, that you believe that this is a fact, this is an assumption, this is the way it is. If you believe that anything that you believe is so, then as the operant power, it's going to be projected into your world of senses, as Neville called it, right? Into your three-dimensional world. In other words, your life. This is what it means. Many times I have people asking me questions such as, if I am the operant power, how come this and that happened to me and it sucks and this is not what I want? Well, it's because you've done just that, what I've just explained a few seconds ago, right? You've experienced it inside, you've imagined it. Consciously or unconsciously, you've imagined it in one way or another. So therefore, as the operant power, the powerhouse that you are, it's going to project that out into your life. So whether or not you are liking it, when it is projected out, this is what you have concocted, right? This is what you have cooked, so to speak, from within. So let me use some little visuals to help you understand what I'm talking about if this is not clear enough. So this is you. This is you, right? Everything comes out of you. Nothing happens in the 3D. Everything comes out of you. So this is you, and you are projecting out of you all your circumstances, good, bad, neutral. Everything that you experience in your world comes from within, from your imaginal world, which is, by the way, not just what you visualize. I still see a lot of people thinking of visualization as imagination. No, imagination is everything you think about, you believe, you assume, you feel, all of it, not just what you visualize. Imagination is what you create in your mind, not just visualize. Think about a blind person. A blind person would have very limited visual in their mind, if any. If they have been blind forever since they were born, they would have zero visual in their mind, most likely. But yet, they are like you. They are the operant power, and they can imagine, and whatever they imagine is projected out into their world, okay? So you need to understand this. This is why we say everything comes from within. There's nothing coming from anywhere outside of you whatsoever. Everything comes from within. All your circumstances, all your reactions, everything comes from within. Everything comes from you and then is projected out into your world. So here it is. You are in a state. And yes, you are in more than one state at once. But let's talk about the main states, the states when it comes to money, career, relationship, and health. Those are states, right? So you are in a particular state in every area of your life, the big areas of your life, right? From that state, a state is all inclusive, right? Comes all your feelings, your perception, your action and reaction, your thoughts, your mood, all of that. All those things come from your state, right? You and the state that you are in. From that state, everything, feelings, thoughts, reaction, action, perception, belief, everything comes from that state. And that then it's projected out into the 3D. And that's where your circumstances appear, right? Right here in your three-dimensional world in your life. It's coming from your state because your state is an all-inclusive state, right? All-inclusive state that is going to have everything that a state has. And those feelings, beliefs, assumptions, moods, thoughts, action is going to create your 3D reality. So again, do you see that you are the source? Do you see how it's never the other way around? It's never the other way around. This is the way it goes. Everything comes from you. Your 3D is dead, so nothing can come from it. The 3D is dead, nothing comes from it. You are alive, right? In spirit and body, you are alive. Everything comes from you. And you are projecting out based on your state, right? Your state of consciousness, your assumptions. Based on that, you are projecting out into the world, into your world. I hope that's clear now. So as the Operant Power, you have to understand that all you need to do is get into the state. Get into your chosen state. And how do we do that? I know you're going to hate it, but it's coming from a decision. If you don't make a decision, I don't care what you do in this world anyhow, right? If you don't first make the decision to do it, no matter what it is, you will never do it. So to embody a state, first, you have to decide that you do no longer want the old state and that you want to become the person that you want to be. And by making this decision, and by making this decision every day, by asking yourself questions such as, what would I be thinking as this person? How would I be feeling? How would I see the world? How would the world see me? By asking yourself those questions and answering those questions with the matching feelings, with the matching perception, you will get into the state. But you can't get into the state of someone who feels confident, for example, someone who feels wealthy, abundant, safe, and secure from a state of being a victim, hoping that you could feel that confident self of yours, but from that state. And here is what I mean. When people are in the state of healing and fixing things, right? What happens? Well, they are going to find more things to heal from and to fix. That state of healing and fixing, it's a state, will make you create more things to heal from and fix in your 3D, right? This is why we do not want states like that. right? You can't be in a state of being a victim and hope to create in your 3D things that are opposite of being a victim, right? Being wealthy, being abundant, being in a beautiful relationship, committed relationship, from a state of being a victim. Because the state of being a victim, what does that do? It's going to create more circumstances of victimhood that are going to be projected out into your 3D experience. This is why we do not want to be in a state where we fix things, hoping to get in the state where things are fixed. As an example, here are two states, right? The state of being a victim, the state of being a victor. The state of being a victim will make you feel needy, poor, weak, fearful, and many other things that goes within the state of being a victim, right? And the state of being a victor will make you feel secure, abundant in a committed relationship, and many other things that goes with that state, right? But you can't expect to get the result of the state of being a victor from the state of being a victim. That you can't. That you can't. That's what states are for. Once you are in a state as the operant power, you don't have to do anything else because a state works on autopilot. But how many times a week do I have people asking me questions, wanting me to help them, but from that state? They are not willing to get in the state of being a victor, or they think they are, but really their actions are showing to me that they're not. They, for some reason, feel comfortable in that state of being a victim. Because the state of being a victim, and I've said that in older videos, is just comfortable. Unfortunately, the human being, the way we were brought up, the society in which we live, we have put victimhood on a pedestal. So it feels comfortable to be a victim, right? So many people, they are lying to themselves. They're saying they want to be in that state, but they keep on staying here. And the reason I'm saying that it's because if at first you didn't know any better, right? And you are in a state of being a victim and you never consulted with a coach and you've never known the good things that you can do to shift state, blah, blah, blah. So if that is the case, that's perfectly fine. That's normal. We've all been there. But after a while, if you have contacted someone like me who has helped you the best that I can to pull you out of that state, to show you how to get out of that state, but a week or two later, you keep asking me questions still from that state. You haven't moved at all. You haven't moved an ounce to get out of that state. You're still in that state. I am a victim. I am a victim. I am a victim, but please, Sylviane, tell me how can I get my SP? Please tell me how I can get the money. From there, you can't. I can't help you, and no coach can help you either because you haven't even decided to embody the state of being a victor. I know it may be easier said than done, but you have the power because you have the free will of making a decision. This is the free will that you have. You have the free will to decide. Do I want to stay in a pitiful state, in a state of being a victim? Or do I want to get out of there? Do I want to step in the state of being the person that I want to be? And that goes without saying that this has nothing to do with your 3D world because the 3D is dead. Your 3D world is dead in the sense that nothing happens there. This is why we are saying you have to disregard the 3D circumstances. Not that you have to ignore them as if they were not here. They are only here because you put them there, right? So that's why you don't have to deny your 3D circumstances as bad as they can get, because you have put them there. Most likely, unconsciously, yes, because you were asleep. You didn't know what you were doing with your mind. So you have put those unwanted circumstances in your 3D world. But once it's there, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing at all. And trust me, if I tell you that I've tried to change things in the 3D, but it's the same thing as trying to wake up a dead body. You can't do anything in the 3D because it's dead. There's nothing to do there. However, as the operant power that you are, you change things, no matter how bad, how opposite that 3D circumstance may look, right? You change your story in your mind. And as the operant power that you are, meaning that what you create in your mind in the form of imagination, which includes your thoughts, your beliefs, your assumption, your feelings, your everything, right? You use your imagination to create a new story. You could use your hand and a pen if you have to and write it down if it helps. But the point is that you create a new story in your mind. And as the operant power that you are, whatever you create in your mind, in that powerhouse that you are as a human being, which is also God, which is also I am, you create a new story and you embody that story, right? So you embody the state of being the person who is now having this type of experience. And that will be projected out in your 3D world. This is how you do it. And this is what it means when we are saying that you are the operant power. Maybe you were never told it this way. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please let me know in the comment. Let me know if this video helped you. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this one. And if you are new, by the way, subscribe if you have not yet. And give me a thumbs up. This helps this video to be seen by all the people who need to see it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye for now.